have fit and find at your places. I'm Priyanka Bish from Arden Progressive School, and in today's session we will be discussing about the new topic of chapter 3, which is admission of a partner, and the topic is investment fluctuation reserve. In the previous class we have studied about the worksman compensation reserve, and under that we have studied different cases for the adjustment of worksman compensation reserve. So here we will be studying about investment fluctuation reserve. See, as we know, whenever we make any investment in the market, we know the market is fluctuating, so the value of investment also fluctuates. So here investment fluctuation reserve means it is a reserve which is created out of profit to meet the fall in market value of investment. We know whenever there is a fall in market value of investment, there is a loss for the firm, and to overcome these loss, reserves are created out of profit, and those reserve is known as investment fluctuation reserve. So in investment fluctuation reserve also we will be studying about different cases when the value of investment in the market falls down or when the value of investment in the market is higher. So we will be understanding about the cases of investment fluctuation reserve by the example. Here is the extract of balance sheet where liability side investment fluctuation reserve is rupees 60,000, and on asset side the cost of investment is rupees 1 lakh. This is the cost of investment, which means we have invested 1 lakh rupees in the assets, and we have made a reserve of 60,000 so that if there is any fall in value of assets in the market, then those loss will be recovered from investment fluctuation reserve. So first case is when the book value and market value of investment is same. So here in this case the book value, which is rupees 1 lakh, and the market value of investment is same. That means the book value and the market value of investment is rupees 1 lakh. So there is neither profit nor loss in the investment. That means this reserve now will be distributed among the partners in the all profit sharing ratio, because reserves are created to meet the future loss, and in this case there is no loss in the investment. So these reserve will now be distributed among the partners in all profit sharing ratio. Entry in such case will be investment fluctuation reserve account debit to partners capital account. So the whole amount of reserve, which is 60,000, it will be distributed among the partners in old ratio. Now the second case is when the market value of investment is less than the book value. Now here the market value of investment is less than the book value. For say the market value of investment is rupees 70,000. This is the market value of investment. We know we have made an investment amounting to rupees 1 lakh. 1 lakh is the book value, and now the market value of investment is rupees 70,000. This means there is a loss of rupees 30,000 because we have invested 1 lakh and the value of that investment in market is rupees 70,000. So this loss of 30,000 will be recovered from investment fluctuation reserve. Investment fluctuation reserve is 60,000 and the loss is 30,000. So 60 minus 30 is 20. 20,000 is the remaining reserve, which will be distributed among the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So entry in such case will be investment fluctuation reserve account debit to investment account to partners capital account in old ratio. So as we know, investment fluctuation reserve is amounted to rupees 60,000, out of which 30,000 will be credited to investment account because 30,000 is the amount of loss, and remaining 20,000 will be distributed among the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Now, the third case is when the fall in value of investment is equal to the investment fluctuation reserve. So here in this case, the fall in value of investment, which means the loss in investment, is equal to investment fluctuation reserve. For say it is rupees 40,000. Let the market value of investment is rupees 40,000. So here we know the cost of investment is rupees 1 lakh, and now the market value of this investment is 40,000. So there is a loss of rupees 60,000, and we have created the reserve for such losses amounting to rupees 60,000 only. So here entire amount of investment fluctuation reserve will be used to recover the loss of investment. Now, journal entry in this case will be investment fluctuation reserve account debit to investment account. Amount is rupees 60,000 and 60,000. So it is clear that in this case we know there is a loss of rupees 60,000, which is exactly equal to the amount of investment fluctuation reserve. So this entire amount of reserve will be used to recover the loss of 60,000. Now, fourth case is when the fall in value of investment is more than investment fluctuation reserve. So here the fall in value of investment, which is loss is more than investment fluctuation reserve. For say the market value of investment is rupees 10,000. So now here we know the cost of investment is rupees 1 lakh, and now the value of this investment in the market is rupees 10,000. So there is a loss of rupees 30,000, which will be borne by the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So journal entry in such case will be investment fluctuation reserve account debit. A new account will be opened on the debit side, which is revaluation account. This account is open for the loss to investment account. We know the loss in investment is, total loss in investment is rupees 90,000. investment fluctuation reserve is rupees 60,000. Now there is a loss amounting to rupees 30,000 which will be borne by the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So this is the first entry in such case. In second entry, we will debit partners capital account because here this loss is borne by partners capital account. So partners capital account will be debited. Entry will be partners capital account debit to revaluation account. Amount is 30,000. Partners capital account will be debited in their old ratio. That means the partners will be bearing the losses in their old profit sharing ratio. Now the fifth and last case is when the market value of investment is more than the book value. For say the market value of investment is rupees 1,30,000. So here in this case we know the cost of investment is rupees 1 lakh and its market value is now rupees 1,30,000. So here in this case there is a profit of rupees 30,000. So investment fluctuation reserve will not be used to recover the loss. That means this reserve will now be distributed among the partners in their old ratio. So first entry in such case will be investment fluctuation reserve account debit to partners capital account in old ratio. Now here the entire amount of reserve is transferred to partners capital account amounting to rupees 60,000, and this 60,000 will be distributed among the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. Second entry in this case will be investment account debit to revaluation account. We know there is a profit of rupees 30,000. Now in case of loss we were crediting investment account. Now in case of profit we will debit investment account with the amount 30,000 which is a profit. And in case of loss revaluation account was debited. Now here in case of profit revaluation account will be credited with the profit amount which is 30,000. And the last case will be this profit will be distributed among the partners. So we will be debiting revaluation account and partners capital account will be credited, because here this revaluation account is created for profit. Now the profit is being transferred from revaluation account to partners capital account. Amount is rupees 30,000. So this 30,000 will be distributed among the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So in this case, which is fifth case, 3 entries will be passed when the market value of investment will be more than the book value. So now we will be solving one numerical question based on investment fluctuation reserve. Question is, P, Q and R sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2:1. They decide to share the profits and losses equally with effect from 1st April 2017. Following is an extract of their balance sheet as of 31st March 2017. 17. Now in the balance sheet on liabilities side, investment fluctuation reserve is rupees 30,000, and on asset side, investment at cost is rupees 5 lakh. Show the accounting treatment under the following alternative cases. First case is if there is no other information, which means here market value and book value of investment is same. Second case is if the market value of investment is rupees 5 lakh. Third case, if the market value of investment is rupees 4,88,000. Fourth case is if the market value of investment is rupees 4,46,000. And fifth case is if the market value of investment is rupees 5,06,000. So we have to show the accounting treatment of all these alternative cases in journal. Now coming to the solution part, here we know the investment cost is rupees 5 lakh and reserve is 30,000. Case 1 is if there is no other information, which means here the market value of investment will be same rupees 5 lakh. So as we know, if the market value and book value is same, that means there is no loss in the investment, and if there is no loss, so reserve will not be used for the loss. Reserve will be distributed among the partners in the all profit sharing ratio. So in case 1, entry will be investment fluctuation reserve account debit to P's capital account to Q's capital account and to R's capital account. So reserve is rupees 30,000. This 30,000 will be distributed among the partners in the old ratio, which is 3:2:1. So by dividing 30,000 in old profit sharing ratio, P's capital account will be credited with the amount 15,000. Q's capital account will be credited with the amount 10,000, and R's capital account will be credited with the amount 5,000. So this is how we will record the journal entry on first case. Now in second case, it is given that the market value of investment is rupees 5 lakh. Now second case is also same as first case. Market value of investment is rupees 5 lakh, and we know the cost of investment is also rupees 5 lakh. So that means there is no loss, and if there is no loss, reserve will be not used to recover the loss, and the reserve will be transferred to partner's capital account. Now again in second case, we will be passing the same entry, which is investment fluctuation reserve account debit to P's capital account to Q's capital account to R's capital account. Amount of reserve is 30,000 and it is distributed among the partners in the old ratio, where P's capital account is credited with the amount 15,000, Q's 10,000 and R's 5,000. Now third case is if market value of investment is rupees 4,88,000. So if we talk about the case third, we know the actual cost of investment was rupees 5 lakh, and now the market value of investment is rupees 4,88,000, which means the market value of investment is reduced. So 5 lakh minus 4,88,000 results to 12,000. This means the market value of investment is reduced with the amount 12,000. So there is a loss of amount 12,000, and we have created the reserve of rupees 30,000. That means out of 30,000, 12,000 will be used to recover the loss, and the remaining amount, which is 18,000, it will be distributed among the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So now for this, journal entry will be passed as investment fluctuation reserve account debit to investment account to P's capital account to Q's capital account and to R's capital account. Now here investment fluctuation reserve is rupees 30,000, out of which 12,000 is used to overcome the loss and remaining 18,000 will be distributed among the partners in the ratio 3:2:1. Now dividing 18,000 and 3:2:1, P's capital account will be credited with the amount 9,000. Q's capital account will be credited with the amount 6,000 and the leftover amount, which is 3,000, it will be credited to R's capital account. Now in case 4, market value of investment is rupees 4,46,000. Now as we know, the cost of investment is 5 lakh and here the market value of investment is rupees 4,46,000, which means market value of investment has reduced with the amount 54,000. That means there is a loss of rupees 54,000 and we know we have created the reserve amounting to rupees 30,000. That means this amount of reserve will not be able to recover the actual loss, which is 54,000. So out of 54,000, 30,000 will be recovered from investment fluctuation reserve and the remaining 24,000 will be borne by the partners in their all profit sharing ratio. Now here the entry in such case will be, this is case number 4 and here entry will be investment fluctuation reserve account debit revaluation account debit to investment account. So here investment fluctuation reserve is rupees 30,000 and we know the total loss is of 54,000. So the remaining amount, which is 24,000, this will be borne by partners. So there will be another entry in the same case where this loss is borne by the partners. That means partners capital account will be debited with the amount 24,000, which is divided into all profit sharing ratio. Now here P's capital account will be debited, Q's capital account will also be debited and R's capital account is also debited to revaluation account. Now total loss is rupees 24,000, which is to be borne by partners. So P's capital account will be debited with the amount 12,000. Q's capital account will be debited with the amount 8,000 and R's capital account will be debited with the amount 4,000. We have divided this amount of 24,000 among the partners in the all profit sharing ratio, which is 3:2:1. Now case 5, which is market value of investment is rupees 5,06,000. We know the cost of investment is rupees 5 lakh and now the market value of this investment is 5,06,000, which means there is a profit amounting to rupees 6,000. So in case of profit, we know reserves are not used. Reserves are basically used to overcome the losses. Now in case of profit, reserve now will be distributed among the partners in their old profit sharing ratio. So entire amount of reserve will be distributed among the partners. So first entry will be investment fluctuation reserve account debit to P's capital account, to Q's capital account, and to R's capital account. Investment fluctuation reserve is rupees 30,000. Now this 30,000 will be distributed among the partners in the old ratio. Old ratio is 3:2:1. So by dividing 30,000 in 3:2:1, P's capital account will be credited with the amount 15,000. Q's capital account will be credited with the amount 10,000, and R's capital account will be credited with the amount 5,000. Now, second entry will be of distribution of profit. Now we know the amount of profit is 6,000. So entry here will be investment account debit to revaluation account. As in case of loss, investment is credited. So in case of profit, investment will be debited. Same is the case with revaluation. In case of loss, revaluation is debited. So in case of profit, revaluation account will be credited. Amount of profit is 6,000 and 6,000. Now the third entry will be, this profit now will be distributed among the partners. So here the entry will be revaluation account debit to P's capital account, to Q's capital account, to R's capital account. Profit is rupees 6,000. So now we will divide this amount among the partners in the old profit sharing ratio, which is 3:2:1. So here P's capital account will be credited with the amount 3,000. Q's capital account will be credited with the amount 2,000, and R's capital account will be credited with the amount 1,000. So these were the journal entries which will be passed in the alternative cases of investment fluctuation reserve. So in this session, we have completed the topic investment fluctuation reserve. In the next session, we will be continuing with a new topic. That's all for today. Thank you.